The way that a topic is presented to us determines how we understand it. I'll use this presentation of quadrilaterals as a case. Here, we have what are supposed to be types of quadrilaterals listed with their properties. We have rectangles, we have squares, we have rhombuses, we have parallelograms, we have trapezia, we have kites. Now, what this kind of presentation does is, one, it hides the relationships among these concepts. Secondly, it stresses the learner because he or she has to be memorizing properties for each of these concepts in isolation, when in fact there are broader categorizations of these things. For instance, there are two broad categorizations of quadrilaterals. A quadrilateral is either a parallelogram or not. A parallelogram can have special properties in addition to satisfying the definition of a parallelogram. If a parallelogram has all interior angles equal, we call it a rectangle. Equality of interior angles sends our minds to equality of sides. If a parallelogram has all sides equal, we call it a rhombus. So a rhombus is an equilateral parallelogram, while a rectangle is an equiangular parallelogram. If, in addition to being a rectangle, the shape has all sides equal, we call it a square. So a square is an equilateral rectangle, or a square is an equiangular rhombus. This means that in listing the properties of a square, I'll list the general properties of rhombuses and add on the special properties that the squares have. In listing the properties of a rhombus, I'll begin with the generic properties of parallelograms and add on the special ones that rhombuses have. If a parallelogram does not have other special properties, it's outside here, we will simply call it a parallelogram. That does not mean that a rectangle is not a parallelogram. Then we come to the non-parallelograms, we look at the kites, we look at the trapezia, and then we have all the others. This approach to things is precisely what the author of Z series does. I maintain that Z series is the best biology book in the country. I have worked with the author for several years, and I have constantly engaged the readers of Z series. And always it's been positive, positive, positive. You find the same kind of approach in concrete physics. This is concrete physics. So we are a gathering of Ghanaian science teachers whose single objective is raising scientific consciousness.